Okay, so it is quite blustery, and here's another video, and I'll start it with, it's Friday and I'm not working, so quick update and we'll lots of mud. Yeah, quick update. So I'm on another GS 1250. I'm going to try and make this video quick. I know I'm, as you'll see, not capable of doing quick videos. Anyway, I've still got to put my 1300 video up. Hopefully by the time you watch this, it is up. And yeah, so, geez, roads are covered in mud. Yeah, so I test rode 1300 a couple of weeks ago. If you've watched that, you'll know I didn't fall in love with it, even though it was the option 719 edition in green and ticked all the boxes for me. Got the finance quote through and thought, yeah, that is very attractive. However, I then got an insurance quote, and that was not attractive in the slightest. Basically, Hastings Direct, who I'm with for the Tiger, refused to insure me, and actually quite a few said no thank you. Speaking to Ryan at Tayside Motorrad, who I've met for the first time today, despite numerous emails, he suggested insure it for under 20k and it will open up a lot more quotes. I'm not sure I want to necessarily under-insure my bike. If I was getting a brand new 1300 Adventure, I'd probably want to over-insure it. But yeah, so that kind of put me off, and actually I thought, for a bike I was nearly ready to push the button on, pending a house viewing, which would have stopped me immediately. Jeez. And yeah, the insurance quote just put me off a little. So then I started thinking, and Tayside Motorrad send out their stock updates every week, and well, lo and behold, this is for sale. It's only just come in. It's a 24 plate. It has, I think, every conceivable option on it, and it's triple black. Not my ideal, but yeah. I was going to say, I'm not sure why that camera has gone off, but it's because it wasn't recording in the first place. Get to the point, David. So, yes, I have... 3,000 miles, 24 plate, triple black, not my favourite, but actually I do think it is nice. Got the top box, most importantly the low miles, and yeah, the numbers look attractive. See if there's any wiggle room in the price with Ryan, but I have just booked to go to Shetland and Orkney, so that's in, I'm going to say it, the brakes are very good. Shetland and Orkney for a week on Tuesday the 11th. Got some annual leave to burn, and my good lady has no desire to go to Shetland, as she calls it. So yeah, just going to go on a little solo adventure. Now, what is this idiot doing? 3-point turn in the middle of the road. Good lad. yeah, so I could possibly have this all ready to go for Friday next week if I push the button on it today. It's lovely, but you know, I test rode Andy's 1250 for a whole day, and yeah, that sort of convinced me. And actually, just getting back on this, and the last one I rode was 1300. Ryan, I was telling him that I didn't much like the sound of the 1300, and he says it's because they've redesigned the whole bike. And the gearbox is now mounted, I think, sort of at the bottom, he said, so it's completely changed the noise of the bike. He would not agree or disagree that that was for the worse or for the better. But yeah, he looked and he could get an option 719, so Alistair said to me it would be January. He said there's 4 just landed in the UK ASA. Yeah, can I suck up a £1,100 a year insurance quote? I'm not sure I want to. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Really keen to take this out. I really like it. Surprise, surprise. And yeah, we will take it for a wee blast around the east coast. Dundee and that side was starting to rain, so I thought I'd just head back over the bridge. We've got it till 5 o'clock. Not going to be that long, just take it for an hour around the coast. But yeah, so it has all the different packages on it. And actually this time I was kind of getting used to it at the end of the test ride last time, but the quick shifter and just working out how to do it, how to get it to be a bit smoother. So it's in third now. If I change up or change down even, blips, it's lovely. I was also looking at Dr. Jekyll and Hyde exhausts for the bike, which Teapot 1 has just installed in his, and it sounds incredible. I think I said before, this is more than enough bike for me. Would certainly do me for a good couple of years. Just the black, just worried about scratches and scuffs showing up more, but I quite like Andy's grey one. Yeah, so I was speaking to Ryan and just saying, listen, you know, do I just pull the pin and go for the 1300, or is getting the 1250 the more sensible option? And he said, look, to be honest, 1300 is a lot more expensive now. You know, if you're financing it, it's sort of neither here nor there, to be honest. But yeah, if I choose to purchase this outright, then at least I don't have any worries if I need to offload for any reason. Whereas if I'm stuck in a 4-year PCP in the 1300, yeah, not good news. I mean, again, it's not, I'm not talking big money to every month. It's still a consideration given how lumpy the job market is right now. So yeah, this is us on the road to St Andrews. It's just such a comfy bike. Back to using my DJI wireless mic 2. I have super glued the magnetic backing into the helmet, so yeah, I was having a few issues with it detaching, so I've just gone for it and super glued it. So I can, I'm not sure, it's in a different, I usually have it over on the left hand side, it's now on the right hand side of my mouth. Hopefully not too close, but I do much prefer, just listening back to old videos, much prefer the wireless mic 2 over my lav mic plugged directly in. I was also noticing that sort of 1 in every 5 clips the lav mic, just the DJI wouldn't pick up the lav mic, so you would just have zero sound or wind noise, which was a bit of a shame. I think the last video I did with the flip side is with the wireless mic 2, if you don't have it on, as I've said before, then it will just disconnect, so you think you're recording, all you're getting is wind noise from the actual camera. But yeah, I was also reading and watching some reviews on the DJI wireless mic 3, and yeah, some people saying yes, it is a bit smaller, but it's not much better. And I think Wheelie Good TV Dave said, as somebody that's a bit of a sound engineer, that he actually really didn't rate it, and it's not good enough for motovlogging. Yeah, I do like to make sure the sound is good, but I've got my visor fully closed, and I've actually shut the vent at the front. See if that makes any difference to the quality of the sound. It's quite a windy, blustery day. Going to go out of St Andrews and do a loop, sort of I guess my standard loop on the bike if I want to get out. Keen to get some miles in because I have an IAM ride tomorrow morning with Jason. My good friend Alex, Captain Pugwash, passed his test last week, or it was beginning of this week, sorry. So massive congratulations to him. He passed first time, as we should, with the mighty Jasp as our instructor. He's very good, very patient, as I've said before. And I know Alex was ahead of me in terms of progress. But we'll see what tomorrow brings. See how we get on, see how frustrated Jason gets with me. Yeah. What else? Oh, I went to start the bike today. I don't know why. It must be the cold weather. It has sort of been down to 1 or 2 degrees in the depths of the evening. But yeah, the bike was flat. So I was meant to be up at Tayside Motorrad at 10 o'clock after meeting friends for breakfast, and was all ready to roll. Got on the bike and it was flat as a pancake. So I had to jump in the X5, head across to Dundee for breakfast in my bike kit, and yeah, then drive back over. I plugged it in to give it some charge, and it fired back up. Sorry, that was a very jerky change. Fired back up, so hopefully when I go back to drop this off it's not dead again, otherwise I've got the embarrassment of having to ask them to jump it. This is us in St Andrews. I mean, he should give that away, really, to be honest. Steaming up. students are still very much in town. Feel your head being ripped off to one side. See what the back brake's like. She's good. The auto blipper is nice. Nice burning smell. I'm not sure whether that's new bike cleaning product or a trade plate on the back. I think I will check that in a bit. Or somebody's having a bonfire. So this is apparently normal seat height, and I'm really pleased because I am flat-footing it comfortably in the middle of the seat, which is good. There's no auto ride height on this bad boy. Yeah, come on, David, lean in. Remember my positioning. Crest of a hill in the middle, and we're going all the way over to the right. To 30, 20 even, David. It's a bit confusing there, 30 on the ground, 20 on the sign. Or did I misread that, because that says 20 down there. 20 when the lights flash. Where's that nice 911 again? Is a 20. So here we are in Ely. Back again. lovely last weekend because Ely was pretty dead, I think, sort of once. So the holidays are over, it's pretty quiet down here, which is actually nice that we get to use the cottage when it's quiet. I mean, don't get me wrong, it'd be nice to use it during peak summer, but it tends to be let out. So yeah. Ladies' Tower over there. That's the seaside sauna. Adventuring. Hey, here we are. Sure whether those foot pegs are standard or not. I think they are. Nice. So, I do like it. I do like it a lot. Show you around her quickly. Heated seats. Very clean, or it was very clean, certainly. Has it got the Michelin Anarchies? Yep, Adventure Zone. I guess they've been on since, it's only done 3,000 miles, so I guess they've not been changed. Nice. A wee top box. I don't know whether that's a BMW top box, doesn't look it. It certainly doesn't have usual amount of branding that you'd suspect. Wee trade plate on the back. 40 years of GS. I suspect this must be stop the tank scratching, which is good because Tiger has scratches all over it. Yeah, very pleased. Say very pleased that I bought it. I've got some, I forgot to crack my joke to Ryan. I was going to say, Ryan, here's a pencil sharpener, mate. See what you can do on the price by the time I come back. Which I'm sure as a seasoned sales professional he would have really enjoyed. Not. Such a pointless little, what is it, cabinet drawer container. Yeah. Would I be happy with that in my garage for a couple of years? I think the answer is yes. Shall we go and make it happen, David? I do like you. I do wish it was green though. Andy said I could just take it all off, get it wrapped. Don't know how much you go wrapping, whether you just wrap the tank or... Yeah. Anyway, that is that. 3,000 miles, 24 plate, and yeah, good few years warranty on it. Very clean bike. That's probably the only thing I've noticed is the valeters have been at the plastic again, just like the 1300. Yes, maybe the next time you see me it will be in the garage. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you watch this, just a quick vid. There's the beach in Ely over there. Maybe the next time you watch me, I'll be doing Shetland and Orkney on my new 1250. Or maybe I'll take the old girl, give her one last couple of thousand miles. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Speak soon. Okay, well, here we are, having had a wee blat round the coast, and just been thinking to myself, yes, I know, deep, trust me, it wasn't very deep, but yeah, I love it, absolutely love it, and I'm just going to go for it. So there you go. Hopefully by the time you see this video, it'll be in my garage, and I'll be in Orkney on it. I say I'm going to go for it. I am obviously going to have a chat with Ryan, see if he will sharpen his pencil in any form, bring it under the 15k mark where it is at the moment. I'd ideally like it 14.5, 14,750, but that is entirely up to him, whether it's only a few days in the showroom, so whether he has any desire to drop the price, I doubt it. Interestingly, he was saying that, you know, these days distance selling regs and everything else, you know, when things get a bit quieter with locals buying bikes, people are still quite happy if they find the right bike. You can get a bike down to Portsmouth for 250 quid. People are quite happy to do that whole purchase on the Tinternet from a dealer. So yeah, which it probably applies to me as well. If we can't make the numbers work, I'll probably just give in and take the bike anyway, knowing me. But I'd like to give it a shot in negotiating first. Let's see how we go. But yeah, absolutely love it. I've been out for what, an hour and a half, coming up for 2 hours by the time we get back over the bridge to Dundee. And it's just an absolute pleasure to ride. Genuinely do feel a good bit more confident going into corners. I said that in the last video. I suspect it is that smaller 19-inch wheel, I believe the front is. Possibly 18. I think it's 19. Whereas the Tiger's got the 21 big front wheel for all that off-roading I've never done. So yes, fingers crossed we can make this work, because I don't think it'll hang around for long. It doesn't seem to matter what time of year it is, bikes are still selling. So yeah. Couple of miles from home. Turned out to be a really nice day over here. Sort of raining when I left Dundee. But yeah, I'm just gonna pop in, see my good lady, let her see the bike if she's in, She might not be. I think overall for me, obviously it's a good whack more powerful than the Tiger. Makes a better noise. Yeah. Just feels like a, do I say it feels like a heftier bike? It is obviously a heftier bike, but you know, so suspension, comfort, doesn't, you know, I actually did earlier, just before I set off, stopped in my driveway, and yeah, I mean, the Tiger is not the easiest to hunk about on the gravel. This is a good solid amount of body weight pushing into the bike to get it to move. But you know, I don't move it around in the gravel much. Oh, here's that horrible bit of very muddy road. So yeah, very pleased with it. Very nice bike. Looked over it before I left, whilst it was still very clean, and there doesn't really seem to be a mark on it, to be honest. And yeah, it's only done 3,000 miles, so you wouldn't expect it, but you never know. It certainly doesn't seem to be have been dropped, which is always nice. Been well looked after. Being overcautious on the mud, but given it's not my bike, that's us. I will see you in my next video, hopefully with a GS 1250.